Castle, by the way, leads all rookies in scoring. Mitchell Irwin, Ray Acosta, and Brett Nansel are the officials. George and Greg here courtside with our statistician Joe Abramson. Misfires. Rebound, Hardaway Jr. Pistons rush it up. S.R. Thompson lays it in.
Already a fast break point.
And off the heel to Hardaway Jr. S.R. Thompson gets to the paint. Tobias with a long gun, it goes.
And both involved S.R. Thompson scoring and then assisting. You know, when they get that basketball to him in transition and allow him to just go and attack the defense.
Vassell with a triple for the Spurs. Back to the basket goes S.R. Thompson, a hanger, and he hits it. The fourth pick in the draft out of UConn. Has it on the wing, all the way across the floor to the corner. A long gun for Vassell goes.
Then quickly striking.
Barnes with a miss from downtown. Here's a nice lob from Tobias to Jalen Duren for a jam. Chris Paul with a screen from Biombo. Harrison Barnes from the corner for three, and it's through.
Yeah, Chris Paul can still find people, can he?
Oh, yeah. Against Vassell. JD deep to S.R. Thompson for a dunk. It's in. Stephon Castle hooks the pass into the corner. Vassell lets it fly, and it falls, trailing 12-11. Vassell has 9 of the 12. Here's Schroeder to the paint. Fires. Fontecchio has checked in. Marcus Sasser gives to Simone. In the corner to Malik Beasley. Rises and fires and fills it up. Keldon Johnson to the lane. Keldon Johnson lets the pass to Wesley, and he triples. Just over 2.5 to play in the first. Vassell wide of the lane, fires short, tapped up and in though. Nice job. Malik Beasley to forecourt. Ron Holland to the basket, guns off the glass, and it goes. Pistons 27, the Spurs 22, final minute first quarter. Malik Beasley with a long gun, and it goes. The Castle, Keldon Johnson will drive it, gives it up. Kalajvili from the corner, knocks it down. I'll tell you about it in a minute. He only missed one shot and exploded for big time points. Simone Fontecchio, the basket, lays it up, lays it in. Ron Holland now on the wing, shot clock at 10. Marcus Sasser against Champagnie, clock at 7. Here's a long gun, and it goes! Shot clock's inside 4 for Marcus Sasser. Flips it up and fills it up. He can't be bothered, can he? Sometimes he's a blur. Schroeder with a bounce into the post to Jalen Duren. In front for a score for S.R. Champagnie and a missed 3.
Boy, they are laying bricks right now. Been stuck on 27. Pistons defense, the cause.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. 47-31 Pistons. Dennis Schroeder stays in the game. S.R. Thompson from the corner for 3, and it's through. S.R. no look to Tobias. Inside for Jalen Duren. Jump hook. He hit it. Count that, baby, and a foul. Barnes to the lane, slips and falls. Marcus Sasser, who just checked in, has the ball. Dishes to Hardaway Jr. To the rim, scoops and scores. Behind him to Vassell. Shot clock's at 3. Vassell to the basket for a scoop and a score. I think that makes him 2 for 19 in the quarter. 25 attempted threes, 6 makes. Tim Hardaway Jr. fakes the 3. Down deep for S.R. Thompson. Into the corner for Tobias. He beat the buzzer. Tried to score off the high glass and couldn't. Tobias to forecourt. Lobs to JD for a jam. Wow. They'll had 3 threes early. Castle launches the 3, and it's through. Rebound, Harrison Barnes. Chris Paul, topside jumper, yes. And that's it.
This is usually when they're droughting in the half court. They get a run going, something in transition or quickly.
Tobias from distance.
And making them play on the perimeter.
Castle down the lane, scoops and scores. It's 67-46. Jalen Duren shovels to Tim Hardaway Jr. Gets to the basket for a scoop and a score.
He's on the side of the Spurs in that almost 11-minute drought. They're going to eventually start hitting some shots.
Schroeder to the lane. Schroeder off the glass and good. He's on the boat isn't rocked. You'd like to have Dennis Schroeder available the rest of the way. Castle to the paint against him. Running Glasser's good for Stephon Castle. Rebound Harrison Barnes. Marcus Sasser is checked in. Vassell for three, and it's through. And now the Spurs have a shot of confidence. Castle thought about a long gun, gets to the lane instead. Fires up a two, and it's through. 72-53. Castle has 15, 13 of them in the first half of the third quarter. Tim Hardaway slips inside for a Piston. Ball to forecourt, got a screen from Biyombo. Vassell puts it on the deck, spins to the lane, rises and fires and fills it up. 7 our score. The last 8 have been scored by the Spurs here. Marcus Sasser with the basket, runs up a hook, hits it, count that baby, and a foul. On the wing to Keldon Johnson. Clock at 6, Johnson from the lane, facing Hook, no, but his own rebound, hooks it back up again. No, but I think the coaching staff has to get a little bit concerned. The Pistons come to forecourt. Stu has it topside. Gets to the lane, dishes it deep for a dunk to Tobias. Pistons 84, the Spurs 62. A minute and a half left in the third. Spurs into the corner. Vassell by himself for a minute. Pistons push that lead to 30 off the get-go in the second half. Spurs have been fighting back ever since. Pistons go deep to Isaiah. Down to around 35 seconds to play in the third. Keldon Johnson tries to get to the paint against Stu. Comes to guard him. He'll dish it deep to Champagnie. Ron Holland to the basket. If it goes, slices, scores. Shortens it up to 91-74. Ron Holland down the lane. Into the corner to Malik Beasley, and Malik Beasley from the
three-point shooter, so no accident when he's dropping those.
He fakes the three, gets to the paint, dishes it deep, and Keldon Johnson lays it in. Play. Dennis Schroeder to Ron Holland for a left wing three that's through. Romo Kalashvili gives it up, gets it back deep on the wing, and buries a three. Pistons inbound to Dennis Schroeder against Castle on top. In the post, Jalen Duren, nice bounce to the basket, cutting Asar Thompson for a slam. The top side of Keldon Johnson. Johnson on the deck to the lane, missed the shot. Got his own rebound, back up and in. Dennis Schroeder in forecourt. Thought he was fouled, doesn't get a call. Off to Jalen Duren at the basket, lays it up, lays it in. To Malachi Branham, who's getting his first minutes in this one. McLaughlin misses from the right. Sasser to the baseline. Sasser keeps the dribble, steps to the corner, fires in and out and back in again.
Anthony Edwards is also on a pace to join that group this year, so should be interesting.
Marcus Sasser deposits another three, calmly.
Career high.
He has 27.
Career high.
10 here in the fourth. Career high 27. Running away from a team that had won 3 in a row and 4 out of 5. The final score in downtown Detroit. The Pistons 122, the San Antonio Spurs 96.